What's going on, fellas? This is Steeler here, back again, talking about Ubisoft's new rendering technique that allows them to get quite a bit more out of Xbox One's ESRAM. But first, I want to let you guys know that my Quantum Break review impressions will be at the end of this video. So if you want to check out my impressions of Quantum Break, if you want to know if you should spend the money, rent it, or whatever, stay tuned to the end of this video, I'll let you know. But anyways, back to the main video. Ubisoft developing a new rendering technique that allows them to get more out of Xbox One's ESRAM. So a boost for ESRAM, essentially, when this rendering technique is applied. So according to this Gaming Poll article, it says Ubisoft's new rendering technique allows them to fit a lot more in Xbox One's ESRAM using a rendering technique called checkerboard rendering. So this is good news because developers have struggled with ESRAM. They looked at it as a bottleneck when essentially ESRAM can really almost double the bandwidth of Xbox One when it is properly applied. You know, and pretty much that's obvious. Any developer that's really taking full advantage of Xbox One can look at Rise, Son of Rome, and say, holy shit, how come Crytek destroyed us with, you know, underdeveloped SDKs and without the extra 10% from the Kinect? How the fuck did they destroy our game visually so hard it's not even close? So obviously Crytek took full advantage of Xbox One. So like I said, this is good news because it does allow them to get more out of the Xbox One's ESRAM. And if you don't know, ESRAM is just a super fast cache of memory on the die. I guess you could compare it to the Xbox One solid-state hybrid, right? It's got a mechanical hard drive that's slower, but it's also got a solid-state portion that keeps all the most recently used memory and data in that portion, so it's faster accessed. And you can think of the ESRAM as kind of like that, but for the GPU and CPU. So it obviously effectively increases Xbox One's bandwidth when properly applied. So, like I said, checkerboard rendering, I'm sure we'll see this in Assassin's Creed 2017. We've already seen it in Rainbow Six Siege, apparently, and that game did look good, and it held a great frame rate at a relatively high resolution, according to this article. So I think it's all good, and hopefully more developers take advantage of that. But anyways, I'm going to get to my Quantum Break impressions, guys. Alright, to the badasses that stuck around for my Quantum Break review impressions, I appreciate it. I wanted to get this out of the way first and foremost. No, I have not completed this title, and I don't believe I need to complete it to tell you if I've wasted $60 and 5 or 6 hours of my life. But like I said, I got 5 or 6 hours into this product, including the TV show, and I believe I've got a pretty good sense of if you should rent this game, if you should buy it, or maybe it's both for two different sets of people. So I'll start with the visuals of the title, because these are some of the most controversial aspects before the game actually released. Now, some outlets are saying it's 720p, some people are saying they can't tell, their pixel count machines are not able to tell, and I've got to say, it doesn't matter what the fuck resolution it is because it looks great. Now, there is this super annoying film grain filter over the camera, and it's mainly prevalent during dark scenes, like the beginning of the game. It's the first thing I noticed and the first thing I tried to change in the options, but you cannot remove it as of this review, which is super annoying. Now, I get you're trying to go for a TV video game mashup, film grain on the, you know, I get it, but it's just annoying, and I don't like it. I think it makes the game look more washed out than it actually is, and if people are using resolution as a reason for the game being washed out or soft, I really wouldn't agree, because I played Star Wars Battlefront on Xbox One at 720p. The game looks phenomenal, bright, vibrant, not washed out at all, and then I play this, which technically really looks better, but it's a bit washed out because of this film grain, and obviously the color palette isn't quite as saturated as Star Wars Battlefront and some other titles, but I think it's the combination between the saturation and the film grain that makes this game look a bit washed out in some areas. The lighting's a bit weird in some areas as well, but the graphics are phenomenal. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. There are literally sections that look, you know, identical between the TV show and the game. It's kind of crazy. So I think the acting's great on the TV show as well. I need to get into that. And if you're the type that enjoys a good TV show, you'll probably like this show. It's not bad. There's, you know, they're saying fuck, they're killing people. It's not for kids, but it is definitely good. It's got a good production value and it's well done. And like I said, the video game is good. I like it so far. I wish I could have a bit more on the story, but I'm only so far in, and some of you guys have been wanting to know on Xbox Live, should I pick it up? Should I spend the money? Now, as somebody who bought this midnight at launch, I can say that I'm not regretting my purchase, at least right now. I think that it's a good game. I think it plays well. The story's great. Frame rate's good. The graphics are good. And really, if you're the type that supported a game like Sunset Overdrive just because it was a console exclusive, you might want to go pick this up. You know, I know the reviews aren't bad on this game, but some people are really hesitant to spend $60 for a, you know, a 6 to 15 hour campaign, depending on how you do it, or if you watch the shows, or if you replay it. And if you don't have the cash, hold off. Maybe rent it. But for the hardcore guys that can afford it, go support the exclusives. But anyways, I'm Dealer. Like, comment, share. Let me know if you've played it and what you think. I'm Dealer, and I'm out, fellas.
And here you are.